Africa, we're focusing on efforts, focusing our efforts on crime and its effects. My co-anchor Michelle Craig is in Randfontein with the police's top brass and joins us now live. And the idea here, Michelle, is that people are not meant to see this coming. But are we able to tell at this early stage how effective the operation is?
Good morning, Ayanda, and to our viewers as well. And the reason why we're crossing to you only at this late stage of the 8 o'clock hour of the program is exactly for that reason, because this is effectively a surprise roadblock that's been launched here on the N14. It's difficult to tell you where we are because we're very close to the Northwest Province, actually. We've been driving for about 45 minutes from our last crossing to you. We're on the N14. You'll see there's a road sign there that says if we turn to the one side, you'll be on your way to Rustenburg. There is a large contingent of police officers here. If Morena, our cameraman, will show you, on the opposite side of the road, there's a roadblock on that side as well. So it's in both directions, right? And the focus for police this morning is multifaceted. There is a major focus on drugs, on stolen goods, on documentation. We've got Home Affairs stationed here today. We also have the police's tactical response teams. Dog teams are also here on standby. And you can hear the loudspeaker there. There's instructions being given to the officers that are stationed here this morning. Part of our coverage also is about speaking to those in charge. And of course, Morena, if you'll come with us, the Provincial Gauteng Police Commissioner, there he is, Elias Mawela. He's hands-on insofar as his approach is concerned. I'm going to try and bring him into the conversation. Maybe just let him finish with this one vehicle. Commissioner, are you able to speak to us? Yes, good morning. Thank you very much for speaking to us. What is the big focus here this morning, Commissioner?
Yeah, we decided to come over to the West Rand, focusing on Randfontein and Motorist. Randfontein is one of our national top 30 police stations. So it generates a lot of crime. But its hottest hotspot area is Motorist. But here is this road called N14. It connects us with Rustenburg. It connects us with Ventersdorp.
Right.
So the people who are traveling us, especially the CIT operators, most of the time they escape through this route. Yeah, going to Rustenburg and so forth. So even the hijacking of cars, other people pretending to be law enforcement officers with the blue light in the night, they also commit a lot of hijacking in this particular area. So this is the reason we felt that we need to come and then we deal with the criminalities which is happening here. But also not forgetting the illegal mining activities which is happening, especially in Krugersdorp, Randfontein and so forth. Later on in the day, we'll also go and check on those people.
Now, Commissioner, you're talking about Motorist being one of the big focus areas for you because of the crime rate there. I find that so difficult to understand because there's only a satellite police station there. And in fact, that satellite police station has only been open for 7 months. If it's such a hot spot, why?
Yeah, definitely. You know, we have observed that. Remember, previously there was not even a satellite police station. They were serviced by the main Randfontein. But after we have realized that, you know what, we generate a lot of crime in that particular space, let us start small because we know most the resources are limited. And we started by opening that satellite station. We put the resources there. Gradually, it will become a fully fledged police station.
It should be a matter of urgency, right, from what you're telling us?
Yeah, definitive. Because I've promised the people of Motorist, I think it was sometimes last year, to say, look, this year I'm going to ensure that we open that satellite station and we put the resources there so that they mustn't travel from Motorist to Randfontein. So this is some of the positive steps we have taken.
So what are the timeframes that you can give that community there for when that will become a fully fledged police station?
Yeah, you see, the police are there, but what is going to happen with the new recruits which are currently undergoing training, when we get some, we are going to increase the capacity there. Because still, you know, it is not enough what it is there, but at least it's making a difference. One, it is closer to the community itself. They can easily report, and they have their own vans which are only focusing on Motorist. Right. So we will increase the resources as times continue. But with the the students who are currently at the college, we are also going to put more in that space.
I imagine you work very closely with private security companies, and that CPFs and street committees are also a big part of the police's response, working hand in hand with those kinds of organizations.
Yeah, definitely. Here in Gauteng, we have no choice. The only way to go is multidisciplinary approach. You see what I was talking about?
Yeah. That's a cash van there, Morena.
Yeah, this is the cash van which is passing here. And these people, because they know that this road is so secluded, it's just away from everything, so they target them here. So that is one of the reasons we are here. Yeah, going back to the other stakeholders, definitely if we have no choice, we have to work with them. They bring their expertise, they bring their resources, and then we complement each other.
So tell us more about the operation here this morning. You've got tactical response teams, you've got dog units, home affairs, massive focus on stolen goods, drugs as well, a major concern for you.
Yeah, definitely. If it is a major concern for us, we are happy. The detectives yesterday, they've started with searching of the known and wanted suspects, of which they've arrested 818 across the province.
Right.
Yes, of which we are grateful about that. And this Shanela operation is not only where I am. We have the team which is operating in Tshwane, Ikuruleni, in Johannesburg, and Sidibe.
Yeah.
So I'm supporting General Kekana here in the West Rand. And we hope that today we'll achieve better results, which it will bring some confidence to our people.
So for our viewers, Okai Molau is now Shanela.
Yes, Okai Molau is now graduated. It is now at tertiary level because it's nationally, and then we call it Shanela.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for talking to us this morning. I'll let you get back to work. I don't want to stand in the way of the important work being done there. Important discussions there, Ayanda, and important questions that we are also trying to ask. I mean, it's bizarre to us, isn't it? And it will be for the residents of Mohlakeng as well, that it is such a major crime hotspot area. And that for the past 7 months, they've had only a satellite police station. Before that, we've heard it from the commissioner himself. There was no police station at all. Promises now, but no timelines being given on when that police station will be fully fledged. I'm going to bring in now the West Rand's District Mayor, Thabiso Bovungana. Thabiso, Mr. Mayor, thanks very much indeed for joining us this morning. Good to see you on the scene as well. This is an incredibly important operation.
Yes, it is. Very, very important. Although we are not happy, because as you are aware that West Rand is one of the crime spot area. I will be lying if I'm saying that I'm happy. I'm not. We are not happy. The community of West Rand are not happy, especially when it comes to Zama. They will be aware that almost for the past 2 to 3 years, we have the same problem. There is a lot of arrests, but we are not happy, especially when it comes to conviction. The level of conviction is too low.
I mean, operations like this become incredibly important, but as you say, the work needs to be done so that we don't just make these many arrests. The commissioner is telling us now about 800 odd arrests being made over the past short period here on the West Rand, but that means nothing, right, if we're not seeing convictions?
It means nothing at all. It means nothing at all. Like I said, we are not happy because the level of arrest must match with the level of convictions. You will find that maybe in an operation like this, we arrest a lot, they arrest a lot of suspects, but when it comes to convictions, because we normally monitor these cases. Yeah. But when it comes to conviction, it's total not at all.
These kinds of operations like this roadblock taking place here, we're in October now. We know we're getting into the season where we're going to see, we've already seen a spike in cash and transit heists. That no doubt is going to increase over the next period as we build up to the Christmas period. Are we going to see more of this kind of visible policing operations?
We hope so. We were told by General Mawela, as his colleagues in this area, that is General Kekana, that we will see. But still, like I said, I'm not happy. But according to us, the community of West Rand, we would like to see more operations like this on a daily basis. As I said to you, you'll recall that this area, especially the roadblocks, for me, yes, we appreciate, but if according to us, we need to see these people where there is a hotspot.
So roadblocks are great. They're great as sting operations, but what we need is visible policing, Monday to Sunday, 24 hours a day.
24 hours a day, yes, of course, indeed.
So for the residents of, for example, Randfontein is obviously one of the hotspots here on the West Rand. It's seen a 10% increase in violent crime since the last quarterly crime statistics were revealed. What can you tell them, Mr. Mayor, about other measures that are being put in place to try and keep communities safe?
Not only in Randfontein, if you can go to places like in Western area, you can go to Carltonville. It's still the same, but unfortunately to you, Randfontein is on a spot, but it's the whole area. And like I said to us, we would like to see more visible policing. When Panyaza Lesotho, the premier, introduced these guys, Panya, they promised that they are going to give us close to around 3,000, but we don't see anything around that. We see them, but we don't see them where we expect them to be.
Mr. Mayor, let me thank you for your time this morning. The West Rand District Mayor talking to us, Tabiso Bovungana there. Important issues being raised. Let's take a look at what's happening here, Ayanda. One of the minibus taxis being pulled over by the police commissioner this morning. Shall we listen in to what's being said here?
How they report, at least we will know what the criminals they are also operating in your area. But if you don't report crime, we won't know. And again, when they commit crime, they leave their fingerprints, they leave their DNA. We leave those things, and we'll be able to can link them with other criminal activities or crime scene or whatever thing which these people they have done. So it's very much important that if crime has been committed, irrespective of how minor you may think it is, report it.
It's general. The boys are ordinary one like the ability. They are already in a colleague, the ones who are a battery, they are a steely, what is the radio?
I think an important message there being given by Elias Mawela, the Gauteng Provincial Commissioner, just appealing to residents as well, appealing to community members as well, right? If you see something, say something, report what you see being happening in your community, because ultimately it's all about getting that information out here. If you are able to hear, and if our viewers are able to hear this morning, sorry about the shaky photo there, the shaky picture that we're bringing you, but there's a loudspeaker that you can hear. People are being shaken down. The big focus is on stolen vehicles, stolen goods, drugs, also a big focus. Home affairs also on the scene this morning. Immigration is a big focus. Documentation is being focused on. You can see that vehicles are being searched. And it's a major operation. And it's a good thing. That certainly is the message that we're getting from, people like the mayor on the West Rand District Municipality. It's a good thing, but there needs to also be a focus on everyday policing. There needs to also be a major increase on visible policing. We're talking the visibility of officers on the streets of these communities, Monday to Sunday, 24 hours a day. That really is what community members certainly feel is going to be the difference insofar as crime rates are concerned.
A number of very important points coming out of our coverage there. Michelle Craig, part of our team in Motlakeng in Randfontein, and we're watching Operation Shanela in full swing now on a stretch of road there on the N14. It's a big part of our focus on Newzroom Afrika throughout the course of the day. Stick out for that coverage for this Thursday ahead. When we come back, we shift gears slightly. Liberian opposition leader Joseph Boakai taking an early lead in the first round of election results that were announced yesterday. We'll get you details on that story and others on the continent when we come back. Welcome back, and thanks for staying with the AM Report as we continue with our rolling coverage around the scourge of crime in South Africa. Part of our focus on Newzroom Afrika today was to get you a sense of how the latest crime statistics, at least as has been revealed by a number of organizations and government officials, are translating on the ground. And on the AM Report, we've decided to hone in on the situation in Randfontein. That's where we find my co-anchor, Michelle Craig, joining us once again as Operation Shanela, Michelle, gains momentum there in Gauteng.
Yeah, absolutely, Ayanda. Good morning to you once again. You can see, as I step out of shot, that this operation is in full swing, right? We've got members of tactical response. We've got, that's the police commissioner there with his back to us. He is intricately involved in what's taking place here. There's a major focus. I see they've just recovered a firearm from this motorist, and that's obviously being interrogated now. He seems to be taking his papers out of his wallet for his firearm. There's a major focus on drugs. There's a major focus on stolen goods, stolen vehicles as well. And the police also have home affairs here, as immigration is also a big focus because illegal mining is a big part of what they're trying to address here as well. You'll forgive us for the shaky photo this morning, Ayanda. Our cameraman Morena is walking backwards as we try to bring you a conversation with one of the motorists that's being stopped here this morning. Andries, good morning. Hello. Thank you very much for talking to us. You've been stopped here this morning. Yes. What do you make of what's going on here?
Well, I think it's a good thing because this area of us is one of the, I don't know how can I put it, where there is a crime here, and sometimes the car hijacked, and then it's one of the, what I can say is the one of the, what we call it, when
like a hotspot area.
Yeah, hotspot area, something like that. Even during the night. Today I speak with some of the policemen there. I said it will be very nice if maybe during the night, maybe we see maybe one of the police vans standing just around here to protect us, because this area is one of the hot spots, and then it's not a good thing because some of us we are not working, and then we are just living, making some plans, and then but legally, yes, so that we can survive. So imagine if maybe somebody from out of nowhere hijacked your car, and then sometimes it's very painful and then very difficult for you to recover that car, you see. And then I'm just taking the school children from the primary school, and then that's where I can say that I'm just living about that. Yeah.
In your community, Andries, what are the things that you struggle with? We've heard from other people that they struggle with substance abuse in their community. Drugs is an issue. House robberies, street robberies. Is that what you can also say in your community?
Yeah, and then it's also those drug users, substance abuse,
unemployment,
and unemployment is one of the highest numbers in our community. And then also the young children. If you can go just around the location, there you can see them, especially the young boys, young girls, just walking around and doing nothing because there is no work at all.
Andries, thank you very much for talking to us. All the best to you. Thanks very much. You can hear from what our guest is saying there. This is great. This is a great initiative, and it's a sentiment we've heard from many other people as well. This issue of these stings being great surprise operations, and we do know that good things come from these stings as well. But what our guest was just telling us there, he wishes there could be a police van on the corner of his community just to help them feel safe. You can see a number of vehicles still being pulled over this morning. Ayanda, I'm going to try and bring us a couple more guests. Morena, if you want to follow us, some of the motorists that have been pulled over here. Good morning, sir. Morning. How are you? I'm Michelle. Who are you? You've been pulled over this morning. What do you think of an operation like this?
We feel so good about it because we've been driving from Western Cape, Lambas Bay.
Yeah.
Since from there up until here, we never met any police and traffic along the way.
Is this what you do? You drive sort of inter-provincially? Is this the job that you do?
Yeah, we are working on construction. Okay. So we work around South Africa as a whole.
And as you see it, what are some of the big sort of crime challenges that you perhaps come across?
As you can see, we are driving one of the cars that are
targeted cars.
Exactly, targeted cars. So we feel a bit unsafe driving long distances without any blue light, any police whatsoever. So now, just upon entering Gauteng, so we feel relieved a bit, and safe as well.
Well, good luck on the rest of your journey.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks very much for talking to us.
We are so happy about this.
Yeah, we're so happy and visibility.
You know what? Since we left Cape Town until now, it's now that we met the visibility like this. Yes.
And as much as we are approaching festive season, so we just hope it to carry on up until towards December, up until January.
Good luck to both of you.
Thank you very much.
Morena, watch out behind you. Sorry, just directing our cameraman there. It's very busy and there are lots of cars in and out. But yeah, you can hear the sentiment there. And that's quite worrying, isn't it, what those two drivers just told us, that they've been driving from the Western Cape and this is the first level of police visibility that they're seeing. Really interesting sentiments being expressed from the people we've been able to speak to this morning. We're going to leave you with these visuals as the searches of vehicles and individuals continues. This is the AM report, live to you on the N14, Randfontein.
Michelle Craig, thanks very much indeed for bringing us those sentiments and those visuals as we continue with our crime focus here on Newzroom Afrika. It's certainly going to be a big part of our coverage for you, not only in Gauteng, but certainly in a number of communities around the country.